Well, I went out to camp this morning to finish up a project that Jet and I had started last Friday. We went out to hang up some string lights. We had done that on the girls' side last year, and Ned asked if we could do that on the boys' side this year. Help light the path as the sun goes down and it gets dark out at camp. They can see where they're going back and forth from their cabin to the shower house, various places. Kind of gives a nice feeling to it. We worked all day Friday and had to go back and work a big chunk of Saturday to get this accomplished. And sometimes you wonder, why are we doing this? What's this all about? Our session of camp isn't until August. The reality of it is, it's not really about us, but it's about all the campers that'll be walking up and down those paths from now through the end of this summer, of all the 13 sessions that take place at Happy Hollow. You know, it's really about striving to be like Christ, striving to do things without thought for yourself, without regard for yourself, doing things that may or may not even benefit you, but it's a benefit for someone else. It's a benefit for the kingdom. You know, Jesus had that attitude, and Paul highlights that in Philippians chapter 2, where he talks about the idea that Christ existed and was in equality with God. But he emptied himself and took the form of a bondservant, became as a man and came to this earth and even died the death on the cross. You know, Jesus' life was lived not for himself, but for others. And I believe that he desires that we live our lives not just for ourselves, but that we strive to live our lives with others in mind. You know, as he in John chapter 13 washed the disciples' feet, he said, I give you an example. As I have done to you, so you should do for others. And I believe that still holds true today. The example that Jesus gave to us is to not live our lives simply for ourselves, but to live our lives serving and doing for others for the glory of God.